Hey everyone, how y'all doing today? I think all of us at some point of our in our life have dealt with depression. It's just a normal. I think it's just a normal part of life, and a normal part of human emotions. Just things happen sometimes, and we just kind of feel down and out, and hopefully not to the point of hopelessness, but I do think that to some degree we do feel hopeless, when we are in our states of depression. Now, for me, back in the day, I used to be depressed. I, even though no one that I know of has actually been diagnosed with depression in my immediate family, I do believe now, looking back, that there are members in my immediate family that probably could have been diagnosed as clinically depressed. But back in the day, it just wasn't called that, and it just was different than it is now. But when I was younger, probably early, especially in my 20s, I would go through these bouts of depression that would just be, to me, so deep. I used to call them my black moods. Anybody who knew me back then probably experienced some, but nobody more than my friend Cheryl. Bless her heart. She took the brunt of a lot of my black moods, and looking back, she really did. She really said a lot of things that at the time they sunk in, but at the time, I guess the seed was planted, but they just hadn't grown yet. But over the years, a lot of I remember a lot of the things that she said, and it really helped. So now I'm to the point where, I'm no longer that. I no longer have what I call the black moods. I think I just have normal average depression at times. There are just days when I just kind of feel down or whatever. Uh, but I make it through. Um, but at the same time, I can remember being so depressed that now don't I never thought about suicide, never ever ever. But I can remember just feeling so bad that what I really wanted was just not to feel anymore. And I can imagine that some people who get to the point of suicide are probably feeling like that. They just don't want to feel, period. But, I've been blessed. I have never gone to therapy or anything yet, even though I would still like to. But I do feel that God has allowed me to be able to think a lot of things through and to kind of get to the root of a lot of what my issues were back in the day. Now, don't get me wrong, I still have some things to explore and to find out, and that's kind of really why I would like to go to a therapist one day. But at the same time, I do believe God has really blessed me to the point where I've been able to really analyze a lot of things myself and come to a lot of understandings about things that, I experience. I do believe that all of us as humans, everything that we experience colors us in some way, either positively or negatively. I think the old school was just kind of like, I believe old school was basically in denial, where they say, oh, well, that happened when you was a kid, just get over it and go. And I just don't think things are happen that easily. You just don't get over stuff and go. You may ignore it, or you just may pretend that it didn't happen. But I do believe everything manifests in some type of way if it's not addressed at some point. So, but anyway, I guess my point is that, depression is just a normal part of life. But if you are one of those who experience bouts that just seem so severe or just never end, you might want to seek professional help. And there's nothing wrong with that. I do believe that in the power of prayer and going to God and all that, because I do feel in my case that was very effective. But in addition to that, you may need, or anyone may need, additional professional help. So, this is the this is the 21st century now, and things are just a lot different. So there is no need to be ashamed of anything like that. But anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for listening. Have a wonderful and blessed day. Talk to you again soon. Bye.